Getting fit gets harder as you get older, but did you know that if you're over 40, you may be making it even tougher on yourself without even knowing it? With me now is nutrition myth buster Dr. Jonny Bowden to explain what he calls the middle age makeover. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm trying to give myself a middle age makeover. What do I do?
Me, well, you have a personal trainer for a husband, so you're hearing this stuff all day long, right?
I do. He's a nutritionist as well, so we'll see.
Let's see how much we agree with.
We'll put you to the test.
Okay, we'll put it to the test. First thing is we need a food makeover. And this is across the board. I talk about this for men a lot because they don't really pay much attention, but it's really true for everybody. And what we need to do, and I've said this in 15 books and every lecture that I do across the country, is we need to get rid of the white stuff. If you see all this wonderful looking food, you don't see any of this stuff. You don't see cereals, you don't see pasta, you don't see bread, these are the things that make us fat and also screw up our metabolism. And that's the thing that most of us care most about. So what we need is higher fiber foods, better oils. We need to stop being afraid of fat, and I'm going to talk about some of that. And we need to start eating actual whole foods. I don't think anybody gets enough fiber, including people who eat like this, and I eat like this. So I always recommend a fiber supplement in addition. You know, we're supposed to get between 25 and 38 grams of fiber a day. We get about 6 to 11.
Got it.
And fiber is so important for the microbiome and for all these different things. Take some sun fiber. It's an easy supplement to get anywhere. It's odorless. It mixes. It has some. Put it in anything. Put it in anything. And if you're a woman, I recommend regular girl fiber, which has both prebiotic and probiotic fiber.
What's the difference? Because I hear that a lot. Like for a woman, for a man, it's just fiber. Does it matter?
I got to tell you something. I don't know why they call this regular.
Because they put it in pink?
Because I honestly, I know this company. I take this. This is what we use at home. There's no reason men can't take this except they won't take it because it's marketing.
Yes, we can do
but basically, you want that fiber, that prebiotic and probiotic fiber, because it's so important. And you get it from all these foods, but you also get it from the supplement.
But this is good. This is a good brand. But I just want the guys to know they can have the pink one too.
They can have the pink one, and they can also just get the sun. And by the way, this is an ingredient in a lot of fiber supplements. The better ones, you'll look at it and it'll say they use sun fiber. It's a good one. So you don't have to buy that brand, but you get something that has sun fiber in it. It's a good one.
All right, we've got about 2 minutes. I want to make sure we go through the oils.
We need an oil change. We have been told incorrectly for, I don't know, since 1986 when they had the committee that put these guidelines out, to eat more vegetable oil. We were wrong. These are the inflammatories. Is that what your husband tells you?
Yes, he does say that.
The corn oils and the safflower oil and this stuff is not good for us. It's pro-inflammatory. So we need to move to less inflammatory oils. And inflammation, as your husband must have told you, is a major part of every degenerative disease. We don't want inflammation. Coconut oil, Barlean's coconut oil, fantastic. This amazing Cobram Estates olive oil, which I get at Sprouts, I love. My favorite these days is Malaysian palm oil because it's so misunderstood. Number one, it stands up to heat. Number two, as many people think, many people think it harms the environment. And orangutans, not in Malaysia. Because Malaysia protects 50% of its forests. They're way more environmentally, conscious than we are.
So if you're going to do it, make sure you're sourcing it properly.
It's a great oil, Malaysian palm oil. It stands up to heat. It's non-inflammatory. And the reason it's red is because it's got nutrients in it, which they even sell as supplements. Because it's that good for you.
And as we're wrapping up, I want to get to this end of the table here.
Well, it's the same thing. This is all great food. Tomatoes, carrots, apples, yogurt, eggs with the yolk, peanut butter, all of these good fats, butter, they're all back on the menu. We got to cut back on the white stuff.
Cut back.
Got to cut back on the white. It will change our metabolic health.
It really is, and I think a lot of times is that as we get older, we have more responsibilities. We're running around. We taking the kids here and there, and we're grabbing all this processed stuff. And it's very easy to make the change.
It is. It's not as it's easy to make the change if you're committed to it. If you commit to it, it's not that hard. This is great food. It's not hard to eat on this.
Well, they can check out your website and get committed. They go to Jonny, that's without the H, mind you, JonnyBowden.com, and figure out the ways that we're keeping ourselves fat, sick, and tired. We don't have to anymore. It's a new year.
We don't have to at all.
All right, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.